can I invite our first guest speaker, Con from CAE Performance Products, to share your knowledge. Welcome, Con, please.
Thank you for that. My name's Con Soldatis. I'm from a business called CAE Performance in Castlemaine, Victoria. Basically, the business started in 1984. We started basically as a general auto electrical, exhaust shop, and doing a lot of modified car stuff. As the business derived, we got into starter motors, doing a small gear reduction starter motor. Mainly started off doing for the Chevs, the Fords, and all the common American stuff. And as the demand grew bigger, we basically got into the European stuff, the English stuff, and basically we do 120 different varieties of starter motors now. They're all based on the Nippon Denso gear reduction starter, and we do a lot of special stuff as well. In with all that, we also found a demand for the replacements for the old Lucas starter motors and the Lucas wiper motors. So what we did is we looked for a replacement for the wiper motors and the starter motors, and basically worked on that as well. With all that, we also did a lot of exhaust work, and we manufactured our own headers under the brand of Castle Headers. We do a lot of, mainly with that sort of stuff, it's mainly for the modified car industry. Basically your Chev, your Fords again, and we do a bit of English stuff, but not so much. With the headers, they're all mandrel bent. They're all MIG welded together on jigs and all that. We do a lot of custom stuff as well, again mainly for the conversion guys, mainly putting late model Ford and Chev engines into early vehicles. The other thing we do is it's part of the business, but I personally don't run it. It's a ceramic coating, which is jet hot ceramic coatings. Basically, we do that with a lot of our products. Most of our exhaust products are coated in a heat-proof black, but if anyone wants anything special, we do a ceramic coating. Basically, it's done inside and out, and what it does is it stops the components from rusting, and it keeps it looking good for probably the next 5 or 10 years. So yeah, that's basically the stuff that we do at our business. The other thing we do is we do a lot of wiring conversions for the late model LS engines, the Ford engines, and some of the Chrysler. We're just getting into some of the Chrysler stuff as well. We basically do all the looms, standalone looms, so you can sit the engine on an engine stand, and basically start it up by hooking up just a couple of wires. We also do a lot of computer programming for the common computers, and the other thing is we also do a fair bit of dyno work, which is mainly for all the UFI stuff and that. With the general work that we do, like the starter motors and that, everything is done in-house other than the cores themselves. We basically import them because there's no one in Australia that makes them. Same as the wiper motors. We basically bring in the cores and pretty well put everything together as the customer requires. The other thing we do is we only just been doing it for the last 2 or 3 years. We do custom alternators as well. Now, with the custom alternators, basically it's anything mainly for someone that's looking for a high-powered alternator, pretty well anything from 170 to 220, 250 amps. What we do is we basically, again, bring the components in, and we actually draw up the housings and machine them on our CNC machine. So we can pretty well do a custom alternator or a custom starter motor to suit most applications. With all that sort of stuff, We market it Australia-wide, and we also do a lot of trade shows and that, which pretty well covers everything that we do. The other thing we also do is the excuse me. We make custom mufflers for mainly for the race car industry. We do a lot of mufflers. They're a spiral-based muffler, and what we do is we basically weld them together. They look a bit like a banana, actually, or two bananas put together. What we do is mainly for the sprint car guys use them, and the circuit racers. Basically, with those mufflers, that guys like them because it keeps the noise down and it also increases the flow. So,
Questions?
any questions from anyone at all?
Got a website?
Yes, sorry, we do have a website. It's www.caeperformanceproducts.com.au. I've actually got some cards up on the table up there if anyone wants the website and that sort of stuff. Yeah, we have a fully... the website, we're always updating it. We've got a lot of information on it, but we've had the website probably going for 20 years, and we're constantly updating it all the time.
Are you still doing the Dynagen?
Oh, sorry, yeah, I forgot to mention them, didn't I? Yes. Yeah, okay, yeah, I've got one of them on display up there. Yeah, that's another product that we do. We've been doing them probably for about 10, 15 years. The Dynagen is basically what it is. It's a generator that looks like the original generator, like the Lucas C40, C45, the old Delco generators. What we do is we basically get the original cores in. The customer will send us the core in. We use the front and rear housings and the pulley, and what we do is we basically machine them, set them all up, and put a alternator inside it, which is rated at, when we first started, they were rated at about 60 amps. We're actually getting 75 amps out of them now.
Do you have the ones with the power steering pump on the back of them?
Okay, that's a bit of a problem at the moment because we can't get a shaft heavy enough on the back of it to run the power steering pump. We do the taco ones are not a problem, but the problem we have with those is that we've got to get like a half-inch shaft out of the back, and at the moment, no, we can't do them.
Gentlemen in the second row.
Oh, sorry.
With the exhaust systems, if I've got a set of headers that's starting to show corrosion on the surface, rust on the surface, can you still ceramic coat them?
Not a problem at all. Everything that comes in to Jet Hot is basically blasted. It goes through a procedure before it's actually coated and then finished off to the final finish. So the only thing is with a second-hand set of headers, as long as they're not, you don't blast through them, and obviously they've got holes in them, but even then, if there's something that's valuable, we can always repair it and coat it anyway.
With your alternator generators, are the internals on those based on sort of one particular Nippon Denso or
Correct.
alternator?
Everything on those Dynagens is based on a Nippon Denso alternator. So all the internals are readily available.
Okay, I was going to ask about the internal voltage regulators because, you know, they're not always, they don't work forever, and local auto elect able to repair one of those, or?
A local auto elect is able to repair it. The problem we've found with the Dynagen and our starter motors, they go into an auto elect, and if the auto elect's not sort of experienced in that sort of work, they just tell the owner, just ring them direct. We get a lot of that. I mean, really, they are pretty straightforward. So yes, a knowledgeable auto electrician should be able to repair them because the components are pretty well off the shelf, or they ring us and we supply them the components.
Okay, thank you.
Anybody else got any questions?
Thanks, Colin.
Big round of applause for Colin. Thanks very much. It's amazing what you learn. I can now go and tell my wife I've bought some bananas and actually buy an exhaust system. She'll never pick it.